Hello, my name is David Samuel, and in that phrase, you have the key to emotional freedom, to mastering your mind, to being free of all the little things that bother normal people. Today, we're introducing the course called Anatomy of the Mind. And let me show you basically about the principles of all the courses I developed and teach, which are to gain emotional freedom, to gain mastery over the emotions, the mood swings, the manipulations that waste our life and cause us pain and frustration. My name is David Samuel, but I'm not David Samuel. That's just what my name is called. You, me, all of us. Our name is not who we are. Our name is merely a means of reference, a way to know that someone's talking to you, that it's your passport. Anything that identifies you, because in our world we need to be identified. You know, when you meet somebody and, or a few people at a party, hello, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a garbage collector, I'm a waiter, I'm a this, I'm a that. Me, I'm a human being. And then you do those things. So I'm not David Samuel, but my name is called David Samuel. That's a simple thing, but if you think about it, your identification to your name, which is also your race, your culture, your religion, your family, your profession, lawyers behave a certain way, artists behave a different way, and so on. We spend our lives living up to our image, living up to our family name or our religion or whatever it may be. But how often do you spend time just being you? How much, if you do that maybe for a moment, how much during the course of a day or a week or a month are you actually being you? And I'm sure that anybody would agree that when I'm not being me, authentically me, which is not authentically being David Samuel, who that name is, and the image, and so on, life would be great, really, isn't it? Because all we want, really, is someone to love, a companion to share our life with. And what is the best companion? Someone you can be you with. Someone you can relax and open up to. Someone who you don't have to put on some kind of face or air or image to. So our work is all based on achieving that state of authenticity, true authenticity, where you're no longer what your name is or your profession or any of the rest of it. And then we found ways over the years, through our different courses, to try and explain that, to try and give people, a way of understanding what prevents you from being authentic, what makes you your name instead of being you. There's a great line in a movie, it's a 1968 film with Peter Sellers where he plays an Indian actor, and it's a party, and it's called The Party, a Hollywood party. And he's an actor, but he's playing an actor, okay, in this movie. And they're at a party, and he's arguing with one of the American producers, and he's having an argument. And at one point, the American producer says to him, "Who do you think you are?" And he says, "In India, sir, we do not think who we are. We know who we are." I was only a little baby at the time, pretty much, when I saw that. But perhaps then it struck me. Do I think who I am, or do I know who I am? So I spend my life trying to know who I am. And I think everybody is trying to do that too. So as I said, our work is designed on helping you find that. And anatomy of the mind is another way of doing it. These are examples. You don't literally dissect your mind, if you could even find your mind, not your brain, right? And dissect it and get these organs. But these organs are basically personality, ego traits, psychological aspects of the human psyche, and so on. And as in the All Is Mind course, we have here a way of seeing each part of our psyche in a way that we can deal with it piece by piece, small bites at a time. It's like that. You can't eat a whole cow in one bite, but if you chop it up into little pieces, you can eat the whole thing eventually. So our mind is very similar, except it's a massive, massive animal. So there's a lot of parts we have to cut up. So the anatomy of the mind, basically, is a separation of each of our individual psyches, personality traits, common to all humans. We divide the mind into organs such as love organ, hate organ, habit organ, opinions organ. All these organs, we call them organs, so that you have a visualization like a kidney, a liver, a heart, a lungs, a spleen. These are individual organs in your body, and so likewise we have it in our mind. We found that by analyzing the mind in this way and identifying where our moment-to-moment thoughts, reactions, feelings come from, which organ that is, and we work on each of these organs individually, that it has a very significant and efficient impact on altering the limitations, so you no longer are your name. You're no longer ruled by habitual patterns, reactions, automatic reactions, which something happens, you react, and then afterwards you say, oh shit, why did I do that? I knew that was wrong. Or why didn't I speak up? I knew I should say that. All of these things that we do not do. But in retrospect, we said, oh, I knew that. Why? Why is that? Why don't you just react properly right to begin with? Well, that's because of the habit organ, which has atrophied. Just like a liver, too much alcohol, your liver atrophies, turns to a stone, doesn't function, you die. So by the same pattern, the habit organ is your habits. They form. The habit organ atrophies as you age, meaning that, as the saying goes, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Old people don't change, and so on. As we age, the habit organ atrophies with the habits that have been formed, and we cannot break past those habits. So our work in this course helps you effectively massage the organs to loosen them up, to become young and supple again, just like a child who's flexible, who, little kids, right? They're having a fight. I hate you, you're horrible, I hate you, I'm never going to talk to you again. And then 2 minutes later, he's my best friend again. Right? Isn't that great? Well, we can be that. So the question is, why is it that as a child, with your best friend, you can hate them, and then 2 minutes later, you love them and you're your best friend again? Why are we so flexible when we're young and not when we're old? Because our organs atrophy. So here in this course of Anatomy of the Mind, we're going to examine all the organs, we're going to see how they've atrophied, and we are going to work on massaging them, loosening them up, becoming supple, so that our mind, our being, returns back to the state of the young child, which is open, energetic, creative. Right, little kids amazing what fun they can have with an old cardboard box or a flat soccer ball. We can get back to that. That's what our work is about, that creativity. And then that ability to feel emotions and passions, but not be bound by them for very long periods of time, as they are now. Because now, as an adult, somebody does something wrong, even if you can resolve within yourself that it was an innocent mistake, but you will be pissed off with them for the rest of their life, or your life. Even if they die, you'll still be pissed off with them. You're going to hold on to that. And that's crazy. It's stupid. But yet you do it. Which is another thing about humans. We're very stupid. We do things which we know are pointless, useless, self-destructive, and yet we do them anyway. Again, why do we do that? So Anatomy of the Mind, this course, will explain that. In conjunction with our other courses as well, you just get more and more information. But this course alone can give you quite a tremendous change and benefit in your life. So, enough said. This person, who is named David Samuel, will be going through the videos, or making videos rather, of each of the organs, teaching you this course. And you're invited to ask questions in any form you like. If you will make a little video of yourself asking the question, that's best, because then I see you and we have a personal interaction. You can make an audio recording, or you can send it in by text, email, and I will respond with, most likely, video recordings directly answering your questions. So please feel free, because nothing is complete. No knowledge can be complete. For example, the Kabbalah. Someone said to a Kabbalistic master, he said, there's thousands of books written on the Kabbalah, and the master said, no, not one. There's not one single book written on the true Kabbalah. Oh, but there's thousands and thousands of books, so many books and this and that. He says, no, it's not true. There is not one book written on the Kabbalah, because the Kabbalah cannot be conveyed in words, cannot be contained in a book. To understand the Kabbalah, you must experience it. Something must change in your being so that it becomes part of you. You experienced it from within. That's the teaching of the Kabbalah, is an experience. So in other words, it's not an incantation, it's not a prayer, but it's the experience that you feel. And so our work is the same. These are examples, these are concepts, and they are there for you to open your mind and experience through the exercises and the observations, to experience something that alters who you are in the sense of, let's say, an internal eye surgery. It's like getting laser surgery on your brain so that your eyes see things differently. Okay? So you're going to perform that on yourself, and hopefully that'll happen, and your vision of life, your interaction with life, day to day, will become something, let's just say, a lot better than it is today. Okay? Welcome. Looking forward to hearing your responses. I hope you enjoy it.